VBAC is something that women are doing. They're trying to go through a labor and have your baby come out her vagina. It's very complicated why this is important to women. In the 1970s, when these skills were being developed, that was not something that people really thought about. They wanted safe birth and healthy baby. There was very few cesareans and done only at the if the woman's life was at risk. We all labored, and whether we had a tragic outcome or not, whether there were risks involved, whether we suffered, whether we found labor easy, whether it went on for hours or days. Um, so it's hard to explain what actually happened that gave women this impression that having a cesarean wasn't a birth. And that really comes from the philosophy of the natural birth movement. And it's, for us, as birthing better families, one of the saddest things, because it denies the empowerment that it comes from actively birthing our baby, whether it's driving to the hospital, being prepped, and going through surgery, or whether we're laboring and having a unplanned surgical birth, or whether we labor and have a vaginal birth. This is our baby. We got pregnant for our baby. And we should not, as individuals, mothers and fathers, be diminishing the birth of our baby. And nobody else should either. And so for the past 50 years, we've been trying to say to the natural birth advocates and home birth midwives, who are mostly women, stop doing this to each other. That women have a tendency to be cruel and mean to each other. And it comes off like this: I had a home birth, you had a hospital birth. Or it will come off like this: I trusted birth, you read everything and ended up with a cesarean. Or it comes off like this: he was my cesarean, she was my VBAC. And you think, what are women doing? And I'm a woman. I think it's nuts. We have to stop doing it. So in this lesson, you are going to learn the communication skills that mothers and fathers developed, because this was really essential. It was essential because you're going to have a baby together. You're going to parent this child. She's got to get through the activity of birthing this baby. And you just need good communication skills. Your baby's here. So you got to behave as though your baby's here. And your baby wants you, the mother and father, to have good communication skills. And in birth, women don't have the leisure to evaluate how well they're communicating. So we developed the skills that made it simple. So for example, a man might feel, oh, she's in pain, I'm going to touch her. And the woman flips his hand off or goes, don't touch me. And the guy's going, woo, right? That's communication. That's a harsh communication. So if you go to touch a woman and you've learned these skills, you can say verbally, okay now. If you touch her and she can learn, instead of growling at you, just shake her head, put her hand up, you know to take it off. But then she needs to invite you back when she's ready. So she needs to nod her head yes, or come here, or put your hand where she wants it. So you're going to learn all about the communication skills. They've been absolutely remarkable, really. And you're going to learn about teamwork, because that's really important. Did every Birthing Better family have a solid family relationship? Not hardly. However, if you were going to be at a birth, it was really important that you work together as a team. So these are just like all the other Birthing Better skills, really practical skills that you can use at any time, and they work, and you can take them into your life and other things you're doing and use them there as well.